Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Anyone is okay, sir. I, I will appreciate if you read it out, sir. Say that again. How do I address my senior ranks and what? Okay. So my senior ranks, if they are male, should be addressed as sir. If they are female, they should be addressed as ma'am. Sorry, say that again. The rule number. That's rule number two, sir. Okay. The rule number eight is violating the rules of the server. And once that is done, the punishment is you might be remanded once or dismissed as an employee, but it is based on the decision of the leader. Okay, so I want to join the army faction to maintain law and order in the society, and I've also taken integration tests from the social center, communication skill, enhanced communication skill, and also conflict de-escalation skill. I've also got that. So I believe with these skills, I will be able to work in accordance with the policy of the army. Say that again. Okay, army faction refers the use of firearms, physical force, special equipment without warning, and this could pose as a threat to life and the health of a soldier or those surrounding him, including the citizens and his colleagues. And this also include unauthorized entry into the territory of the military base. And the punishment is one remand or dismissal of the soldier prior to the decision of the leader. Say that again, please. I didn't get that. Okay, sir. Two warnings are equal to one reprimand, and three reprimand equals to leads to the removal of the soldier. Say that again, sir. I didn't get that, please. Okay, shooting and tasing your fellow soldiers are not allowed, please. Okay, so rule number six is no observance of subordination or not following the order of the general or your leaders or deputies. And the punishment for this is one reprimand or dismissal of the soldier by the decision of the leader.
Package points, sir.
Say that again. Can army vehicle be taken for work, please? Oh, okay. I mean, the use of army vehicles for personal purpose are not allowed. So if you're taking it out of the base for your personal purpose, it's not allowed. But if you're taking it out of the base based on instruction or a particular assignment, that is allowed. Does army have authority to give orders to PDS city? Yes, if if the security threat is high and there is need for the army to come in, yes, they have the power to do that. If the security threat is high and there is need for the army to come in to maintain order and in the states, they have the right to do that. Okay, so the use of force without warning. You said in what situation would the use of force without warning be justified? Okay, so the use of force without fair warning can only be justified when there is a prior information and a clear intel of the subject involved of being a threat, or when the subject involved breaches the prior information that he or she already has. For example, like getting into the military space from the main entrance without having an appointment, and that's where use of force could be used without prior warning. Other factions are not allowed to enter base without permission. They need permission to enter base. Sorry, say that again. Which army rules will I be breaking if I do what? Okay, that would be rule number three. Okay, when you disrespect civilians or courage, that will be you breaking the rule number. That will be true. Number one, the first rule. Yes, when you disrespect your colleagues or civilians, which will lead to your reprimand or dismissal of a soldier, still based on the decision of the leader. No, you're not allowed to step out from platform during the 2 hours without permission. You need permission to do that. Say that again, sir. Okay, the Rule 9 talks about leaving the military base in uniform or with a weapon, and this is not allowed. The base can only be left with permission of the general and the deputy of the house. If you break this rule, you'll be reprimanded once. Can I bring a personal vehicle into the base under what, sir? Are you there, sir? I didn't get your question, sir, please. Personal vehicles are not allowed into the base. There are a designated parking space before you get into the base where you could park. I said your personal vehicle, there are designated parking space where you can park them. So there are spaces where you could park them, like when you're coming into the base, in front of the base, there are spaces where you could park your cars. You are only allowed to leave the army base if you're not on shift, and you're also allowed if you talk to your general and you get the approval to leave base. You're only allowed to leave the base if you're not on shift. You're not working, you're not on shift, and you can only leave the base while working through the approval of your leader or your deputies or the general.